A very good morning, children. So, we are doing the revision of the chapter second. We are doing the revision of the chapter second. We had successfully completed the revision of the chapter one. Now we are doing the revision of the chapter second, which is the self and personality. This is your chapter name. Students, just keep in mind that we are doing revision and you already have touched these all topics. Now, in this chapter, the first topic is self. So, the topic of our today is self. Self, what is the meaning of self? What is self? In psychology, self refers to the totality of an individual's thought, feeling with regard to himself or herself as an object. In psychology, self refers to the totality of an individual's feeling, opinions with regard to himself or herself as an object. This is the meaning of self. You can see the definition also. Self क्या है? It refers to the totality of an individual's feeling, opinion, thoughts with regard to himself or herself as an object. Self मतलब पर्सन की खुद की क्या फीलिंग है अपने आप को लेके, उसका क्या ओपिनियन है खुद को लेके, क्या थॉट है उसको खुद को लेके. इट इज नोन एज सेल्फ. अगर मैं अपने आप को समझती हूँ आई एम वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, आई एम वेरी लाइक आई लुक वेरी गुड, so it is my thought and it is my opinion regarding myself. I am very confident, so it is my thought, so that is my self. So this is the meaning of self. Now self, there is a one word term identity. When you study this chapter self topic, the one word term identity. Identity means it is also about you. But what is the difference between identity and self? What is the difference between identity and self? Identity is something like narrow aspect of yourself, and self is broad aspect. Identity जो है वो narrow है, means it is only limited to some specific thing, like it is related to some specific thing related to you. But self क्या है? Self is a broad aspect. आइडेंटिटी की जब हम लोग बात करते हैं तो आइडेंटिटी में आपके थॉट्स, फीलिंग, ये सारी चीज़ें नहीं आती. आप कौन हैं, आपके पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन, आपकी सोशल इंफॉर्मेशन, आपकी लाइक फैमिली information, family background, that come under your identity. What is your identity? Your Aadhaar card number, your name, your mother's and father name. So that come under your identity. You are whether from which religion you belong to, you are which nationality you belong to, that come under your identity. But what you feel about yourself, what is your opinion about yourself, what you thought about yourself, that come under the self. That's why I said identity is the narrow aspect and self is the broad aspect. Now, there are two types of both of them. Identity also have two types and self also have two types. There are two types of identity, personal identity and social. Personal, social. Personal identity include the name of the person, okay, it includes the name of the person, then all the personal information, all the demographic information about the person come under the personal identity. Like person name, person age, gender, okay, education, qualification, occupation, that all the personal and demographic information of the person is come under the personal identity. What come under the social identity? Social identity talks about like what is the social aspect of that person. Again I am repeating, personal identity refers to the personal aspect of a person. Social identity refers to the social aspect, means which religion he or she belong to, what is his or her nationality. That come under the social identity. So there are two types of identity, personal and social. Now similarly, there are two types of self also, personal self and social self. So self के भी two types हैं, personal, social. There are two types of self, personal, social. Personal self, again I repeat that self का concept means a broad concept. It includes the thought, feeling of the person. Okay. Personal, social. Personal self is also known as biological self. इसे biological self भी बोला जाता है. Social self is known as relational self. इसे relational self because it relate you to other people. It is that aspect of yourself which make you sociable, and human beings are social beings. So we are all a part of the society. We are not away from the society. So social self is that part of self which is also known as relational self, and personal self is known as biological self. So now the question is, what come under the personal self? So it come under personal achievement, personal freedom, आपकी खुद की जो achievement है, आपकी freedom, personal way of living, personal style, that all come under the personal self. Now, what come under the social self? Cooperation, affiliation, okay, understanding, emotionality, all come under the social self and the relational self. I hope you understand about the types of identity and the types of self and the difference between identity and self. Now, one more topic which is related to this topic, self. Self is also considered sometimes as a subject and as an object. So, self as a subject and self as an object. There were two things which are related to the self. Self as a subject and self as an object. Self as a subject means जब self subject के place पे होता है तो it means subject does something. That is, आपने English पढ़ा है, you have read the grammar also in English. You have seen what is the role of the subject and object. Subject हमेशा वो होता है who does something. And object वो होता है जिसके साथ कुछ हुआ होता है, which is something is done to the subject. That is the object. Okay, subject is does something and something is done. So that is object. Similarly, here also self as a subject means knower. Okay, and self as an object means known. Okay, so like if I said that I am shy person, so I is describing myself as a subject. If I said that I get easily hurt by any others behavior, तो यहाँ मैं affect हो रही हूँ, तो I become self as a object. Means आप समझ रहे हैं बेटा? तो सेल्फ एज ए सब्जेक्ट एंड सेल्फ एज ए ऑब्जेक्ट कहने का मतलब, जब आप खुद अपने बारे में कुछ भी बोलते हो या यू डू समथिंग, तो दैट इज सेल्फ एज ए सब्जेक्ट। बट अगर आपको कुछ हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ द अदर्स इफेक्ट, सो दैट इज नोन एज सेल्फ एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट, यानी समथिंग इज डन टू यू, एंड इफ यू आर डूइंग समथिंग, so then you become a self as a subject, and if something is done to you, then you become the self as a object. So this is all overall discussion about the topic of self. So in this topic, one more topic is left related to the self, but here I want to just we discuss about what is self, what are the types of self, how self is a subject and how self is an object. Then what is identity, what are the types of identity, and what is the difference between identity and self. Now we are going to study about the next topic which is related to self, is a cognitive and behavioral aspects of self. In this topic we have to discuss about the cognitive and behavioral aspects of self. Cognitive and behavioral aspects of self. So we are talking about the cognitive and behavioral aspects of self. Self के कुछ cognitive और behavioral aspects होते हैं. Cognitive words which is related to thinking, means which is related to thought, and behavioral means which is related to action, act. So we are going to study about it. First come the, in this regarding the first came the self-concept. First topic comes the self-concept. Self-concept means what are your values and opinion regarding you. What are the thoughts and views which you hold regarding you. That is the self-concept. Okay. Someone's self-concept is very high and someone found to be self-concept very low. कुछ लोग अपने सेल्फ कंसेप्ट तो बहुत हाई होती है, तो जिनकी हाई होती है दे फाउंड टू बी वेरी वेल एडजस्टेड इन देयर लाइफ, जिनकी लो होती है दे हैड अ डिफिकल्टी. तो सेल्फ कंसेप्ट प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट एंड यू शुड बी have some confidence on you and you should create some. So we are talking about the self-concept. Self-concept means when you what are the feelings, thoughts and opinions which you hold about yourself. That is known as self-concept. A judgment about yourself. Second term comes the self-esteem. Self-esteem means the value judgment about your own self. How much you value yourself, that comes under the self-esteem. In this regarding also, some persons have a very high self-esteem, some persons have a very low self-esteem. ये देखा गया है कि जिनकी self-esteem high होती है, they succeed in their life, they are very confident, they know that always so self-esteem should be high, it should not be low. There are some areas where the self-esteem have been shown, like in physical area. Physical area means like physical appearance. Physical appearance means this is also one of the area where the person hold a judgment about themselves. Someone feel that I look very ugly, someone feel that I look very smart and very good. So that is the physical appearance. Second is the social. Social is also one of the area where the people hold self-esteem about themselves. Like somebody have a self-esteem that nobody likes me, everyone hate me, and somebody thought that everyone loves me and I am admired by everyone. So this is the social aspect. So it is shown in some of the area, physical appearance, social, then emotional also. Emotional area is also there. Emotional, like somebody have a self-esteem in the emotional area, that they easily lose the hope. Okay, and on the other hand, there are some people who are very confident, they do not lose their hope. So this is the area: physical appearance, social, emotional. Okay. Third come the self-efficacy. Third aspect come the self-efficacy. Self-efficacy means how efficient you are. That come under the self-efficacy. So these are all the cognitive and behavioral aspects of self. Self-concept, self-esteem, self-efficacy means how efficiently you are able to do any work, or how much you are capable or potential for doing any work. That is known as how much you are self-efficacious. Second, next one is the self-regulation. Self-regulation means how much you are able to regulate your own self, how much you are able to manage yourself, your time. That come under the self-regulation. Self-regulation include the time management, self-management, how you are able to give the instruction to yourself. आप सेल्फ रेगुलेशन जिनमें होती है वो अपने आप, उनको ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती कि कोई वो उन्हें इंस्ट्रक्शन दे, आप खुद अपने आप को इंस्ट्रक्शन देते हो, यू themselves guide yourself. So that is a self regulation. Next is the self control. In regarding the self regulation topic came self instruction. Okay, self control is another behavioral aspect of self. It is just like self control means how much you are able to control yourself. Basically it is delay or gratification of need, delaying the gratification of need. कितनी ज़्यादा आप अपनी ज़रूरतों को रोक सकते हो या डिले कर सकते हो. How much you are having a self control on yourself. Okay, that is also one of the important aspect of self. It play a very important role. Now, self-control also include three things. I hope you understood about the self-concept, self-efficacy, self-esteem and self-regulation, where you do the self-instruction. Now the self-control. Self-control includes the three things. First, observation of one's own behavior. जब हम लोग सेल्फ कंट्रोल करते हैं तो हम अपने ही बिहेवियर को खुद ऑब्जर्व करते हैं. सेकेंड, सेल्फ इंस्ट्रक्शन, हम अपने आप को इंस्ट्रक्शन देते हैं. थर्ड, सेल्फ इन्फोर्समेंट. फिर जब हम उस चीज़ों को कर लेते हैं तो हम खुद से ही खुद को इन्फोर्स करते हैं. हमें ज़रूरत नहीं है कि कोई और हमें कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन दे या हमें और कोई इन्फोर्समेंट दे. मीन्स वी व्हेन वी डू द सेल्फ लव एंड व्हेन वी डू द सेल्फ कंट्रोल, वी देमसेल्फ, मतलब हम ही खुद के लिए टीचर होते हैं, खुद के लिए लीडर होते हैं और खुद के लिए मॉनिटर होते हैं. तो जब हम सेल्फ कंट्रोल करते हैं तो हम खुद से खुद को ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि हम कैसा कर रहे हैं. तो लाइक कैसा कर रहे हैं, फिर हम खुद ही से खुद को इंस्ट्रक्शन भी देते कि नहीं आप ये चीज़ गलत कर रहे हो, यू आर डूइंग दिस थिंग राइट, यू हैव टू डू दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग इन दैट पर्टिकुलर मैनर. थर्ड वन द, फिर जब आप उस चीज़ को करते हो तो हम अपने आप से खुद को सेल्फ इन्फोर्समेंट देते हैं. वी मेक अवर सेल्फ वेरी हैप्पी एंड वी डू इट सो मेनी टाइम्स इन दैट. या लाइक if you are unable to perform or if you are unable to get a very less marks in your half yearly. Okay, so now what is your self control in that time? So when you have to do the give the annual examination, so first you observe your own behavior. आप अपने behavior को खुद observe करते हो कि कहाँ mistake हो रही है, where I was lacking in the time management or in the sequence of question or in recall, कहाँ पे कमी हो रही है. तो we observe it, then we do the self instruction. हम अपने आप को ही instruction देते हैं, ठीक है, कि नहीं ऐसा करो और ऐसा नहीं करो, दिस थिंग यू हैव टू डू, दिस थिंग यू डोंट हैव टू डू. और फिर जब व्हेन वी गेट सच काइंड ऑफ मार्क विच वी वांट, सो आफ्टर हैविंग द रिजल्ट वी रिनफोर्स. जैसे आप बोलते हो ना चलो पार्टी करते हैं, यू व्हाट इज दैट पार्टी यू आर गिविंग रिनफोर्समेंट टू योरसेल्फ, यू आर गिविंग रिनफोर्समेंट टू योरसेल्फ, यू आर फीलिंग रिलैक्स्ड, you are making your mind happy. So this is the other aspect which come under the self control. And self enforcement का बहुत ही effective रोल होता है पर्सन पे. लाइक आपने कभी बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया और फिर आप उसके बदले आप अपने आप को रिन्फोर्समेंट देते हो. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल थ्रू आउट द एग्जामिनेशन एक चाइल्ड है, उसने कहा कि अब थ्रू आउट द एग्जामिनेशन आई विल नॉट टच द मोबाइल और आई विल नॉट वॉच द टीवी. तो जैसे एग्जाम ओवर होते हैं तो दैट सेटिस्फैक्शन ऑफ वॉचिंग द टीवी, दैट आई हैड डन अ सेल्फ कंट्रोल. मैंने खुद से कहा था कि जब तक एग्ज़ाम नहीं होंगे मैं टीवी नहीं देखूंगा. बट जब जैसे एग्ज़ाम होते हैं व्हेन यू वॉच द टीवी यू फील हैप्पी. तो दैट इज़ द सेल्फ एनफोर्समेंट विच यू आर गिविंग टू योरसेल्फ. ओके, नाउ सो वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द सेल्फ टॉपिक टुडे. The next topic which play a very important, the last topic which is related to the self is culture and self. What is the relationship of self with the other culture? Culture and self. This topic talk about, just like in the chapter 1 we studied the culture and intelligence. I mean, what is the relationship of culture with the intelligence? Here you will study about what is the relationship of culture with the self. Like there are two type of culture were discussed, Indian culture and Western culture. One thing I am going to draw, there is a difference between the Indian culture of self and the Western culture of self. So I am going to discuss with you what is the difference between Indian culture of self and Western culture of self. You can see this diagram which I am showing you the Indian culture. In Indian culture, individual, which is this one, individual is a part of the group. ये group है उसका part होता है. But Western culture, individual is a different entity and group is a different entity. This is one basic difference. In Indian culture, individual is a part of the group. ओके, आप देखते हो कि इन इंडियन कल्चर वी लीव इन द लाइक जॉइंट फैमिली वेयर देयर आर सो मेनी मेंबर एंड वॉट एवर वी डू, वॉट एवर वी थॉट, वॉट एवर वी बिहेव, इट ऑल्सो अफेक्ट अवर फैमिली मेम्बर्स. But it is not happening in the Western culture. In the Western culture, individual is a single entity. वो एक अलग है, उनका कोई इफेक्ट ग्रुप पे नहीं पड़ता और ग्रुप का भी कोई इफेक्ट इंडिविजुअल पे नहीं पड़ता. बट in our culture we do not be separated from the group. Individual has the effect on the group and group has the effect on the individual self. So this is one basic difference. Apart from this, there are some of the points which are related to the culture itself. Like in Indian culture, there is no boundary between culture and the self. There is no boundary between culture and the self. You can see that this diagram also in the other way. This is a self and this is a culture. Our self and culture is the same part, but in Western culture, self is different and culture is different. So basically in Indian culture there is no boundary between the culture and self. Culture और self में कोई boundary नहीं होती है. But in the Western culture there is a clear dichotomies or the clear boundary between the culture and the self. This is one thing. In Indian culture, individual is a part of the culture, but in Western culture, individual is a different entity. It is not a part of the culture. Next, in the Indian culture, there is no clearly distinction between the culture and the self. But in Western culture, there is a very clear distinction between the culture and the self. So this is basically all about the culture and self. This speech which I shows you by the diagram of this one, which you can totally understand what is the concept of self in Indian culture and what is the concept of self in Western culture. So we are studying the topic self, where we discuss about what is self and what are the types of self, what is identity, what are the types of identity, how self is a subject, how self is an object, what are the cognitive and behavioral aspects of self we discussed. Then we discussed about the culture and self. So here we completed our topic of self. Self is something which is a very broad topic. After this topic, we are going to study about the personality. Personality is another aspect. It is another topic, and it is one of the aspect of self. Personality आप ही की self का एक aspect है. Self importance play a very important role. आपको you should be self worth. अपने आप को जितना आप इम्पोर्टेंस देते हो, it play a very big role in your life. It will help you to be healthy mentally, emotionally, physically. So usually what happens, the people doesn't give more importance to this self. They give more importance to other. वो अपने आप को उतना इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते, बाकी लोगों को ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं और ये देखते हैं कि what others are thinking. ये नहीं सोचते हैं कि what their self is thinking. So we should focus on ourselves कि हमारा self क्या हमसे बोल रहा है, क्या हमसे चाह रहा है, ये ना कि ये देखना कि बाकी क्या हमसे चाह रहे हैं. So self is an important part. It discussed about self-concept. So we should make our self-concept high, our self-esteem also high. We should be self-efficacy, self-regulate ourselves. Like every time we should monitor ourselves, like how we are doing, whether we are doing the right thing or not. Then we should have a self-control. Self-control play a very important role. Self-control में delay in the gratification of need. अपने इसके एग्जाम्पल आप बहुत देखे होंगे, जस्ट लाइक बहुत से ऐसे बच्चे होते हैं ड्यूरिंग द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन, दे अवॉइड ईटिंग द फूड क्योंकि वो अपने नीड्स को डिले करते हैं कि नहीं कि मेरे लिए अभी ये प्रायोरिटीज़ है. तो बेसिकली इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट टू whom you are giving the priorities. So that is a self-control, because everyone wants to achieve anything, and in order to achieve anything they are doing this one. They are doing the self-regulation, they are doing the self-instruction. खुद से खुद को इंस्ट्रक्ट करना. Self-enforcement means you doesn't require any kind of external motivation, any other energy to do something. Your internal motivation is enough for anything to do. And after doing that one, you enforce yourself, you praise yourself. और जो लोग ऐसा करने लगते हैं, they doesn't need other person to appreciate. उनको दूसरे की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती कि वो कोई और उनको अप्रिशिएट करे. वो खुद से खुद को अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, खुद से खुद को इन्फोर्स करते हैं और always succeed in their life. So this is the topic which is all about self. In the next video, we will discuss about the concept personality, and we will deal with what is personality, what are the different approaches to the study of personality, how you will assess the personality. This is our topic of the next video. So I just Hope that you will understood this topic and keep it in mind. Just suggest you to do the revisions, and you already have made the notes, so revision is very important. And if you have a doubt regarding this one, you will ask a question from me in the classroom. So we will meet tomorrow with the new topic, personality. Thank you for listening to me. Good morning everyone.